Welcome to the home of WWE News, Rumors, and Gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
Viewers, fans, subscribers, welcome to another captivating episode. Remember to hype up the video. Remember to click that bell, turn on all notifications. It's more crucial than ever because I don't know, YouTube's been doing something. They've been unsubscribing people. They've been unclicking the bell. I want everybody right now to go click your settings. Go check your settings next to the subscribe button and make sure you've clicked that bell and turned on all notifications so you're not left out of the loop with the brash and the brazen, because we give you the fastest, the hottest, the latest, the most in-depth, the most detailed. Well, I used to do the fastest because, you know, for those of you that have been around YouTube and around Sean's View for a while, you know when I started off in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, I did the short videos, 1 minute, 2 minutes. But now the news is so fast. It's so quick. It's always evolving. It's always changing. It's always giving us the latest, the most unexpected, the most crucial. Now my videos obviously have to be longer than that 1 to 2 minutes. But then they have a thing called YouTube Shorts. But we'll see if we'll experiment with that. But we're going to do with what works, and it's the long-form content. So you get it all, so you get your fix, because the fix is always in here on Seanzviewent Entertainment, as I will captivate you. Now remember, to help keep me on YouTube, there's a few things that need to happen. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, becoming a channel member, guys. Becoming a channel member with all the time, effort, heart, and determination, everything that I put into this, it is all for you. Now, we are receiving word on pivotal updates, major updates as it concerns the WWE and its future. More importantly, the future of WWE Raw and WWE SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, according to those in the know, we received word that there was a lot of people that weren't too satisfied. They weren't too happy with the folks that do watch SmackDown on Netflix. And I don't know if any of my audience even watches SmackDown on Netflix. I thought it was SmackDown on the USA Network. But I guess people in different countries, different origins, different places, they can catch SmackDown on Netflix. There was a lot of issues. There was a lot of problems. And I guess those issues are going to be addressed as it concerns the blue brand of SmackDown. Now, do you think that SmackDown should stay on the USA Network, or should it be moved? Should it be positioned in the United States? Because I know in the United States, I think we get USA Network and SmackDown. I think that's how it goes. That's where it goes where I am. That's how it goes in my neck of the woods. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just saying. And yeah, man, there's a lot going on with the Viper Randy Orton, man. Listen, it's one thing to put over stars, but it's another to look like an afterthought, to look like a job, and to look like a joke. And Randy Orton should never ever be looking like that, especially his prowess, his history, his significance. You know, the dynamics that Randy Orton presents to WWE television. He should never be undersold. Again, guys, the developments, the defiance of Randy Orton, man, you just can't do that because, listen, you cannot find just off the block, you can't find on the road a superstar the caliber of Randy Orton and what he brings to the table and his presentation and his character and his aura, everything that Randy Orton represents to the WWE brand. And you might say at this point, he used to kill off legends. Well, now you're probably saying to yourself, well, Sean, he's a legend himself. He is a legend in the making, is Randy Orton. And for that, I would say you damn right, Randy Orton is a legend. But let's get into the rumors, the news, and the headlines, because this is major, this is huge, and this is cataclysmic. Viewers, fans, and subscribers, right at the start of this video, I bring to you several TNA contracts are expiring sooner than you think. And once they expire, we all know WWE and TNA are together. We all know they formed a partnership. We all know that they're networking. We all know that they're tag team partners. Is WWE and TNA, as much as that partnership is existing, the contracts are still ending. They're still expiring. They're still coming to a cancellation. What are your thoughts? Do you think the dynamics of that? Will these TNA stars adjust and become full-fledged WWE superstars, or will they end up just going to AEW? With your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions. Now let's talk about internal power shifts in the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, according to those in the know, I'm also hearing about an internal power shuffle that has been quietly brewing between Triple H and Tony Khan, according to rumors online, again, not confirmed. Khan has been very business first, while Triple H continues to focus on creative. But recently, Khan has been attending more creative meetings, and that's got a few people backstage a little nervous. One person even said, and I did say we are going to bring up WWE's future. I did address that, and that is exactly what we're going to do right here as we shift it to all of you. Khan has been attending more creative meetings, but that's got a few people backstage a little nervous, ruffling a few feathers, okay? One person even said, Triple H still runs things. He's still the boss creatively, but Khan has the last say financially as it concerns money. This partnership is working, but it's also tense according to those in the know at this time and at this hour. And if the next big idea does go through, it could be the ultimate test of the balance. Now let's talk about the locker room, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Yes, we got to get into the locker room of things, okay? Because, you know, a lot of WWE news and rumors, we don't talk about the locker room a whole hell of a lot, but we're going to address it. We're going to bring it up. We're going to address the elephant in the room right here during this very episode, the prominent, brash, and brazen. Because what I'm hearing, and not everyone's thrilled with what's coming. Not everybody is thrilled. I'll throw that out there. Some superstars feel like they're being stretched thin. There's anxiety about schedules, travel, and burnout, and even money. One talent reportedly said, we love what we do, but there's only so many nights you can give. Meanwhile, younger talent and NXT call-ups are loving the idea of more exposure. They want more chances to shine, and they see this as their way in. Now, it's a real split at this stage of the game. It is indeed a real split that we have to bring up and we have to address. Half the locker room sees opportunity. The other half sees exhaustion. In management, they're keeping things quiet for now, but how much more, how much longer can you keep the lid on something quite like that? Now, again, guys, as I promised you, we are going to move into the breaking news as it concerns a Monday Night Raw. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the red brand on Netflix. There's been a lot of rumor, a lot of gossip. There's been, quite frankly, a lot of talk about whether it should be simulcast on USA Network, if it should move back to cable TV. Raw moving nights, Raw shifting, all this talk about Raw. And we give you all the Raw updates. If you like news and rumors about WWE Raw, because we do give a lot of Raw news on here, click that bell, subscribe, turn on all notifications. And again, YouTube, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know what they're trying to pull off here. But no matter what, whether it's 500 views, 5,000 views, I will thrill you because it is all about every single one of you at the end of the day. But here it is, guys. Here it absolutely is right in front of you. We're going to get into that Raw news, that big Raw update, guys, because AJ Styles made a phenomenal appearance. Yes, indeed, a phenomenal appearance at UFC 320. AJ Styles decided to make his presence felt at the highly anticipated UFC 320 event, making sure that the night was actually phenomenal. Andrade explains why he won't badmouth WWE after his release from the company. And do you think that this is a major loss for World Wrestling Entertainment? Do you feel that the WWE will be reeling from the loss of Andrade from the blue brand of SmackDown? Do you feel like something is missing with Andrade off the roster of WWE? Jordynne Grace's status for WWE NXT Showdown revealed. And, you know, it's very sad. It's very horrible. It's very tragic that the WWE had to give in to calling it NXT Showdown instead of Invasion. As we all know, Invasion sounds one whole hell of a lot better, okay? We know that. Absolutely, you know, it's the WWE had to give in. The WWE, you know, they couldn't stand the backlash. They couldn't, you know, the hate, the criticism, everything that the WWE had going against it. And now it has come down to this, viewers. It has come down to this. Breaking news on ECW. And yes, we are going to get into that big Raw update, that big Raw news update that I promised you, and we're going to give it to you, and we're going to go in depth about it because this is what we do here on Sean's View. I call it like I see it. And listen, on this channel, I've said it once and I'll say it again. We'll retract. We'll say, all right, well, this didn't happen. This was wrong. But we'll also say when this happened, when this was right, when this was definitive, when this was the plan. But it is being revealed why WWE quietly redesigned the ECW title belt after a major championship win by Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. Mark Henry came in, won the ECW title, the original, and only for them to revamp it. Now, what version of the ECW World Heavyweight Championship did you like better? Did you like the original ECW design that was the classic, or did you like the revamped version by the WWE? In my opinion, I felt both versions looked all right, but obviously I will always go with the original classic ECW version. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we get into Ridge Holland breaks silence after brutal injury at TNA tapings, and Booker T fires back at reports over his fresh off AEW remark about one Jade Cargill. Also, AEW champion faces a setback after suffering a dislocated shoulder injury. And breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, what about this one? Kevin Owens dresses up as John Cena at Magic Kingdom for Halloween. The photos, the images are revealed online of John Cena being John Cena's colors being all over Kevin Owens for Halloween. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on that. All right, viewers, fans, and subscribers, the build-up, the main event, this is what you've come to hear. This is what you've come to see, and that is exactly what we're going to do on this very show. You wanted it? Well, then you're damnly well going to get it. But wait a minute, guys. We're going to get to the main ingredient, but this is why we do multiple videos a day, because the news just keeps coming. And this is why we do longer videos, more intense, more exclusive. Before we get into this major bombshell about Raw, listen to this one, viewers. WWE, and this is being reported online right now, the WWE is actually being accused of selectively enforcing wellness policy after the release of Andrade from World Wrestling Entertainment. Yes, you heard that right. The WWE, viewers, is being accused. Do you think that the WWE is right to be accused? And WWE, what did you think about this one, viewers? Did you see this coming? Did you think that this was in the nail was in the coffin? Could you see it from a mile away? WWE broke up a major tag team during SmackDown on Friday night on the USA Network, the Blue Brand. They say breaking up is hard to do, but it wasn't hard to do for these two superstars, these two competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all saw, The Miz, Carmelo Hayes, they broke up. No longer together, no longer a tag team, no longer will be sharing Christmas presents, Christmas cards, birthday cakes. Instead, it is going to be all about the fate of The Miz hangs in the balance. Now that Carmelo Hayes wants to go singles, he wants to go by himself, he wants to shine. But was that the biggest mistake of all time for Carmelo Hayes, who turned on a former WWE champion, a main eventer of Wrestlemania? All right, now, guys, I promised that we built it up much longer than we wanted to, than we had to, but we're going to bring it now. Here it is, viewers. The moment you've all been waiting for, the moment you have all been anticipating. The rumor that everybody is whispering about backstage, the one that could change the entire landscape of WWE programming as we know it today. Multiple sources are now reporting and claiming, again, rumor and gossip, that WWE Raw could soon move to 2 nights a week. What? 2 nights a week, Sean? It's already been down from 3 hours to 2.5 hours to 2 hours. How could you do this? How could that happen? Well, how could WWE move Raw 2 nights a week? What would be the setup? Well, we're going to get into that right now. That's right. The flagship show split in half. The concept being discussed internally is a new structure, a new way to do things. 1 night for main event storylines, 1 night for emerging stars, both connected but distinct. Netflix allegedly loves the idea because it doubles content hours and keeps viewers coming back multiple times a week, not just once a week. And yes, Triple H and Nick Khan are said to be fully exploring it according to rumor and speculation online. If this happens, it could be the most radical format change since Raw's first went to 3 hours. Huge risk, massive reward, and fans are already divided before it's even official. Now, what do you think, viewers, fans, and subscribers? So there you have it, from real updates inside creative to locker room tension, and now this wild Raw rumor that could change everything. Will Raw be split? If WWE actually goes through with this 2-night idea, viewers, if they actually go through with it, it will rewrite how fans experience the product entirely. Would you love it? Would you hate it? Would you be for it? Or would this be something you'd have to think about? Drop your thoughts below. I read every single comment. I heart all comments, and I will even respond. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on all notifications, become a channel member today. Donate below with a super thanks donation with your credit card, viewers, fans, subscribers. And I'll tell you what, I'll never miss the next massive WWE story, the WWE News and Rumors for each and every one of you, because we keep you captivated. This is Seanzviewent Entertainment, where I keep it real, I keep it raw, and I break it to you first, and it is always unfiltered. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Seanzview. There ain't no one that does it like me, man. Nobody that brings the kind of heart, desire, the fire, the passion. Nobody brings it to you like Seanzviewent Entertainment. There won't be no AI. There won't be no edits. There won't be no misconstruing. If we get it wrong, we'll come back and tell you, all right, this is what's happening. This is what's going down. This is the new plan. This is the new update. This is the new trajectory. That's what it's all about. That's where the investment lays, guys. And as you know, nobody lays the foundation like Seanzviewent Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, the aura, the build-up, Monday Night Raw. The WWE's future is shaping right before our very eyes. And we are realizing it and we're recognizing it in real time.